Hey everybody, I'm Drak.
And I'm one tired shadow.
No. It's like you have to work a day job or something.
Yeah.
Welcome to our Let's Play of Jak and Daxter for the PS2, or the Precursor Legacy for the PS2. And for those who are asking, yes, we're not playing it on the PS2. We're playing it on the HD collection that came out on PS3. And yes, this is going to be kind of an interesting day because Alex has been working for most of it, and I've had my own share of things, so bear with us. And wow, that looked like it had to hurt.
It had to hurt. Absolutely.
Indeed. Should we go to the instant replay? No, let's not go to the instant replay. There are just some things you don't need to see on instant replay. Oh, but look, we finally got a 7 scout fly.
Very nice.
See, I told you I'd get 1, maybe 2. This would put me at 3, actually. And we have 56 power cells. Our goal right now is 72. 72 opens up Goal and Maia Citadel so that we can finish this.
So we're getting into, as you say, the gauntlets, the final stretch, the home run.
End game. Yes, pretty much. We're getting into the last stretch. And I also should probably let people know, and the titles for these episodes will probably be self-explanatory. I had a lot of deaths trying to get these power cells, and kind of frustrating, but I have tried to cut out as much as possible, but you might get a reference saying, it's Death Fest, guys. It's just Death Fest.
Yeah.
Like there, right there.
Our first death already.
Exactly. Maybe what we'll do is we'll figure out a way to ask the YouTube community to do a death count. That way I can sit there in my shame.
Run a death counter.
Run a death counter. You can run it for the entire series, I don't care. Run it for the entire LP. It's probably going to be extremely high. And right now we are just finishing up Boggy Swamp. So this is going to finish up the Rock Village area, and then we can go into the volcanic crater areas and get their power cells. But thankfully we will not need to complete those areas in order to get the 72 mark. I walked away with a couple of plus.
Very nice.
In this playthrough. Dry run, I kind of skipped a few. This time I did. Oh, my favorite part. So, platforming.
As always.
Weighted platforms.
Oh.
I don't like it when this gets implemented in games because most of the time it isn't implemented well. Just saying. And especially the fact that they're mushrooms doesn't help. And obviously I needed to go up with yellow eco and died again.
Aww.
Now I'm going up. We did a magic cut there because it took a while for me to realize I needed to go up with yellow eco. I was like, why am I getting stuck on this platform? Oh, big rock. Okay. And there we go. So now we've freed up the dirigible because... Oh, never mind. I apparently don't know what I'm talking about. So we've got one more tether, and then we'll break it off. Now, the sad part is, you know, there's 4 tethers, we get 3 power cells.
Of course.
The last tether we can't reach, so it's just gonna break off, and yay, mission accomplished. But more yellow eco! The game, or the game changer that makes this Metroid? Shooter? Mega Man? One of the 3. Go for it. No, let's go with Dragon Ball Z, because Alex made a good reference there, and it works.
Yeah, it's a total Dragon Ball moment.
Because, yeah, Jak is a Super Saiyan. It's too bad Daxter isn't. In fact, you could say Daxter is his kryptonite.
Very much so.
See how I did that? 2 weeks till Superman.
Of course, by the time this video comes out, that will be out.
Oh, yes. 2 weeks... Yeah, so... Frame of reference for people in our recording session. It's 2 weeks before Superman comes out. Are you excited for it, Alex?
Not in particular, really. I've never been much of a Superman fan. The last Superman movie I watched was the Bryan Singer one, and it really was kind of lame.
Have you by chance watched the Richard Donner movies?
Yeah, I've seen the original. The, like, 70s one.
Okay, and so do you like them? Do you dislike them? Or
It's okay, but I've never been really into Superman. I've always been more into Batman and Spider-Man.
Well, it's actually kind of interesting because I pointed this out. For those who don't know, I actually do a radio program for my college. For those who are interested, you can go to radioslcc.com, and it's Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I made the announcement last night that I'm going to be doing Man of Steel as a geeky review. But I have never seen the Richard Donner movies. And so if I like Man of Steel, and I would love to hear people's feedback, if I love Man of Steel, I might just do geeky reviews of the Richard Donner movies. Not Superman Returns, because I don't know what Bryan Singer was thinking. I don't. In fact, I think I've said this to you before, Alex. I'm really worried that Bryan Singer is back in charge of X-Men.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's doing Days of Future Past.
I know everybody's cheering because they certainly didn't like Brett Ratner's X3. And I understand, but frankly, Singer, I always thought the X-Men movies were already underwhelming anyway, and a little bit overrated.
Here's the thing, is that the first two were good. 3 had such hype behind it, and it just was underwhelming, because you had all these different... I'm going to do the rant I did on radio again. You had a bunch of mutants with a bunch of different powers, and then you do this huge war, and what are they doing? They're hitting each other. You have people with ice powers, fire powers, lightning powers. You have people who can augment their skin that aren't doing that. It's just a brawl. So
Right.
you could basically say it was... Wow, I can't even believe I'm going to do this. It's X-Men Brothers Smash Brawl. Or Melee or whatever. And it was so disappointing. Especially when you got, like, big talent. Like Hugh Jackman, like Patrick Stewart, like Kelsey Grammer, who was new. And I think did a really, really good Beast.
Yeah, he did get his Beast.
It was better than who they were suggesting. The rumor was Robin Williams was going to play Beast.
That would have been weird.
That would have been. Dude, Kelsey Grammer, perfect. He's just the intellectual to be able to do that. But sadly, he got put in a bad movie, and so now he kind of gets flack for that. I feel bad for Kelsey. That he gets bashed for playing Beast, but he got put in the bad X-Men movie. And we're not even getting started on Wolverine, because F that movie. F it into the ground.
You didn't like Wolverine?
I did not like Wolverine at all. And
We
I know I'm not alone, because I did an article last night saying Hugh Jackman didn't like it either.
Go figure.
All right, so back to the game, Alex.
Sure, let's go back to the game.
We just freed the dirigible, so we are done. And look, another trophy I got.
The Led Zeppelin.
Yay! So now we're done with Boggy Swamp. So now we will go into the volcanic crater areas, including, and I have to double check to make sure my wife isn't in the room, we're going into the Spider Caves. People get why I needed to double check to see if my wife was in the room now?
No, I'm not quite sure they do.
not good, not at all. No, my wife would not want to be in here, so we have to make sure.
But as you people know, if you watched our Fantasy Star, I'm a huge arachnophobic.
Yes, so we're really risking this here. Okay, I'm just going to say right here and now. The Spider Cave is not that bad because I have played games where spiders were much more gross. And World of Warcraft, for one, is one such game where the spiders are they're like spider people.
Wow.
In the game. So, obviously, really gross, but really kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Spider Cave's not that bad, even though it's called Spider Caves. I'm like referring to Samos here. Of course there are spiders in Spider Cave!
But, Legion of Spiders!
Let me guess! There are spiders in Spider Cave, right? We don't care what the gambler says.
Or Dr. Smith.
No. So while we're making our way to Volcanic Crater, one of the things that we get asked a little bit is, what we're currently playing and what do we think of it. So, Alex, what are you playing currently these days?
My
Aside from
My
day
roster
job.
hasn't changed. My roster of games has not changed recently.
Okay.
So it's the
So you're
same.
still working on Sakura Wars?
Uh huh.
Okay. Well, for me, it's changed a little bit, and that's just because I finally finished the Darksiders games. And I refer to this a little bit in the Mystic Quest Let's Play that I do. For those who are interested, go to youtube.com/Drak2326.
Hey, you two.
And I just put up
I know where
Mystic
you
Quest.
can find another power cell. According to his notes, a couple of days ago, flying lurkers stole one from the Blue Sage and flew off into the Precursor Basin. I'll bet you could run those lurkers down with your zoomer until you find the one with the power cell. You'll find the zoomer on the transpad near the entrance.
Oh, great!
to the
It's another
Precursor
RAM game.
Yeah, and we're not going to do it. Because
Okay.
there's just no point in doing that one. It's tedious. But, plus we're in a plus as far as power cells go, so I'm not really worried. So yeah, I reviewed the Darksiders games because I finished that series. I gotta say, a little underwhelming for the hype that I was getting. Little underwhelming. And there we go, another death.
Teleport.
Wow, I thought there was floor under there. Apparently not. And I'm going the wrong direction. This happens a lot in Volcanic Crater. You get lost. So right now I'm going out to the cave to get in here. But yeah, I gotta say, the Darksiders games, I kind of understand why they didn't get that much money. They are good games, and they have an incredible amount of potential. They just don't live up to it. So that review will probably be coming up very soon for the two games. And if they make a third, I'll play. But I don't think they're going to make a third one. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, Alex, we have like 200 plus precursor orbs.
That's great.
Let's go ahead and just nuke that out.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Now, I'd actually like to know if those characters were inspired by Mario and Luigi, because it would kind of work. Either that or Wario and Waluigi.
Here's
Wouldn't
a power
surprise
cell
me.
for those orbs of yours.
Especially for the birdcage for the brain. Oh, jeez. Don't go there. Alright, now this actually is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time. Here's a power cell. Yeah, what he said. That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cell.
Yeah, I love the metaphor of the birdcage being on his head.
Talk about a bird brain.
Yeah.
But now we have 61. 11 more power cells to go.
Yay!
This helps. And now we're going to go into Spider Cave. Because there are spiders in Spider Cave, right?
That's right.
Of course there are spiders in Spider Cave.
I've reactivated the gondola. It can take you to
Okay.
Snowy Mountain. Use it whenever you want.
So when we finished a certain amount of power cells, that actually gives Kira enough time to finish the gondola to Snowy Mountain. So that's kind of the other area we can activate aside from the lava tube. And the lava tube, we can't go until 72. So we have Spider Cave unlocked, and then we have Snowy Mountain. I promise, you will see both.
Defeat Claw?
Claw.
I
Claw was
told you,
the...
I knew Dr. Claw was in this game. I mean, you hear his voice all over the place.
I'll get you next time, Daxter. Next time.
Yeah, Claw was the big dude.
Uh-huh.
Because he's got the claw! See, we fitted in an Inspector Gadget reference and a Liar Liar reference. Multitasking for the win.
For those of you who are old enough to remember that movie.
I love Liar Liar. It was awesome. I'm kicking my own ace, you
It's
mind?
going to need even more power to withstand the lava.
This is the time. There's actually one where I love the fact that Kira does not pay attention to her grandfather. Because he's like, Maia and Goal have gone too far with this. And she's like, Yeah, end of the world. That's how I'd respond. All right, now before we go into the spider cave, we're gonna ride these for a little bit because they're precursor orbs and scout flies. What? Drak will actually try and get a scout fly power cell? Yes, because this one is really easy. Most of the time, they're out in the open, or you get wheeled right to them. That's just how it is.
Yeah, when they're this easy, go for it.
Exactly.
Be fool not to.
Yeah, especially since that just gets a 62, and that's 10 power cells at that point. 10 more. And I gotta say, I love the atmosphere of this particular kind of lava zone. We got into talking about lava zones a while back. Mm-hmm. This one is cool just because of all the, you see volcanoes off in the distance, and the lava's kind of bubbling up and down.
Yeah, the art direction's nice.
Exactly. Oh, so speaking of art direction, did you hear the rumor for E3 this year?
No, which one?
Well, we know after the Xbox One unveil that Rare has been secluded away and are working on a new game for the Xbox One. Well, a couple of days ago, a release calendar or something like that got leaked. And it showed that they're going to do Halo 5, Peter Molyneux will do Fable 4, but it also had something else on it. Banjo-Kazooie Gruntyland. So I think we may get another Banjo game announced.
Yeah, for the Xbox One though, but that doesn't make me enthusiastic. Those nuts and bolts sucked.
Well, and one of the things I also said in radio yesterday is very simply, having a new Banjo game is awesome, but back in the day, Rare was known for just creating new IPs left and right. And now they're basically known for not doing that. And I think one of the things that this generation needs is new IPs. We are begging and pleading for new intellectual properties in this generation. Because there's only so many times you can do Halo. There's only so many times you can do... I don't want to say Mario, because Mario kind of reinvents himself every console generation. But there's only so many times you can do Sonic without, having to reinvent.
Right.
Oh, look, spiders.
Yeah. I can take the cartoon spiders.
Yeah, these aren't that bad. Except for the fact that they're spitting at us. Which I don't appreciate. There we go. Takes about 3 hits to kill him.
Yeah, forget another Halo game. I want my full Halo anime, damn it. Yes, we had Halo Legends, but so many of those shorts had great potential to become full.
You're not going to get a Halo anime, but you're going to get
yeah, the Halo live-action series.
The Halo TV show.
Which I don't understand why that's coming before the movie, because the movie's been, like, development hell forever.
That's because it's not coming. Peter Jackson already, that's one of the things I find funny, is that Peter Jackson busted his butt to do a demo for Halo, the movie, and got poo-pooed on for doing it. And that's why he went off and did District 9, or funded District 9. So, I'm one of the people who's like, Halo's not going to get done into a movie. It's just not going to happen. Plus, Halo 5, really? So, Bungie's working on Destiny. You finally gave them something else to do.
I don't think it's going to...
No. That's what I'm saying. Is Bungie's not doing Halo 5?
Yeah, because they didn't do 4 or 3 even. No, they did 3. What am I saying? They didn't do ODST. It's been 343 since about 4 on. And
yeah. So congratulations, Microsoft. You gave Bungie something else to do, but we're still getting a buttload of Halo games. And I'm sorry, but on your console unveil, announcing the new Call of Duty for your console is kind of pointless, because we already know that Call of Duty will come out for everything else.
Yeah.
Including the Wii U. So, for people who want to poo-poo on that, it's gonna come out there. Because Activision wants that money.
And Call of Duty prints money.
Exactly. That and the Nintendo DS. I still love the one picture that somebody photoshopped of Satoru Iwata and Shigeru Miyamoto.
Right.
With the DS to go, it prints money! Because it does.
It does.
Except for us, because we can't do LPs with it. Fix this, Nintendo. Sony's already one-upped you because their handheld can get used with their console. But I'll stop my ranting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end this part, and we'll be back with more shooting in Spider Cave. Once again, I am Drak.
I'm Shadow.
And we'll see you in a bit.